Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Grand Football Weekly. And it is week 4 of the Premier League. And we are here to talk about all the games that happened through the weekend. Well, from Friday up until yesterday, Sunday. So, yes, with me, I have got in the studio today a new signing. Mr. Godspower, you are welcome to the show today.
All right, thanks so much. It's really a wonderful privilege to be here. Look forward to it.
Guys, he's a Man United fan. So today I'm here to roast the Man United fans. And speaking of Man United, our grand football pundit, Deon, is in the house as well. How you doing, Deon?
I'm doing all right. I'm recovering. I'm doing all right.
I've got to give it to you guys, though. You guys are, not hiding like we normally would say after a loss like that. You guys are out there, Don't worry, we'll come to talk about your game. But let's start properly. And we'll start from the game from Friday. Yeah? I don't know if you saw any of the games, but we're going to run through all the games quickly. I know I saw most of them on Match of the Day because I didn't actually watch most of them. But yeah, on Friday, Luton versus West Ham. And obviously, West Ham winning that one 2-1. West Ham winning away from home. What did you guys make of the game, or at least the results? I'll start with Deon.
Well, it just goes to show that Luton has not settled in.
They've not settled in yet, yeah?
Yeah, this is welcome to the Premier League. This is not the Championship. Yeah. So Luton still has a lot to do. It was a very interesting match. I watched it. I'm just trying to remember the people.
The scholar. Yeah, it was Jared Bowen and Zuma. Remember?
Yes. Yeah. Did it end 2-0?
No, 2-1. Luton got a goal back at the end.
Oh, I remember
the defender, Anderson or something.
Yeah, it was not giving. It wasn't very, it wasn't kind of match that kept me on my seats because it kind of very dead. There wasn't life to the match at the beginning. But after a while, there was a pickup. I could notice that West Ham noticed that there was a fullback problem that Luton could not take care of.
Their
wingers to punish the Luton defense. So after battering the wall, they found that opening. And once you score one goal, there's another goal again coming.
Yes, sir. Jared Bowen looks to be in good form this season compared to last season where he struggled to score goals.
Yeah.
This season, he has started well. Three goals now in 3 away games.
Yeah. Looking, if you even see the goal he scored, the assist was from, I've forgotten his name. The
Is it Ben Rama?
Ben Rama. Yeah. Ben Rama, his first touch was wonderful. Like Jared Bowen's first touch was wonderful, and he just slotted it in easily in front of the defense. So yes, I'll say that his this thing has improved this season.
Yes, sir. Godspower, did you see any of the game, or did you just see the results?
I think Friday's game. I didn't see Friday's game. That's Luton West Ham, but I think you just need to cut some slack for Luton. It's going 1 goal against West Ham, and I think West Ham is on form. They've got some new guys in. Bowen has actually been quite fantastic, just like you mentioned. And I mean, they are new boys. Luton are their new boys, so they should just
take some time to adapt.
System of fire will actually come their way, at least in the coming days. But let's just give them that benefit of the doubt, because coming into the league, Premier League, it's no longer business as usual. Everything is actually out there to destroy. Let's just give them some time. But I mean, for this game, they've tried. 1 goal is enough now. Let's hope that next game they will do better.
They've actually scored in, I think, apart from the Chelsea game, they scored in their first game. Who did they play again? I'm trying to remember who they played in the first game where they lost.
I think they lost the game, but they gave a very good account of themselves.
Yeah, they scored in that game again. It was Brighton, wasn't it? It was Brighton, where Brighton beat them 4-1 or something like that.
Brighton was Brighton.
Yeah, it was Brighton, yeah. And they scored. They scored again in this last game. Or they missed 1 week because of their stadium wasn't ready. So they've only played 3 compared to everyone who has played 4. So yeah, they gave a good account of themselves, I would say. So an interesting game that followed up, the early kickoff on Saturday was the Sheffield Everton game, Sheffield United Everton game. I actually saw this one, So I'll come to you guys first, then I'll tell you what I made of the
game. There's something about early kickoff. Early kickoff is always drama.
Yeah.
Seriously, I don't know how they usually permit they do all of those things, but at the end of the day, just find out that things happen in the early kickoff. I must say, Everton is not really, I don't know, maybe the issue they had towards the end of last season, they just escaped relegation by hair's breadth. And it's like they've not gotten themselves back. Really, they are really struggling this season, I must confess. And they need to do something immediately.
They can do something like game week 6, because game week 5 they play Arsenal. So after game week 5 they can start.
You never can tell. They could just use Arsenal to kick.
That's the thing. I'm sure that's probably what will happen. I'm trying to speak against it now. I'm speaking against it because Everton. Remember last season after Arsenal was playing so well, we now went to Everton. That's when Sean Dyche, first game, new manager bounce. He now played us 1-0. I was so upset because we were on a very good run, as in the way Arsenal played that day at Goodison. I didn't understand, but, that's football for you. Did you see anything in the Sheffield game, Deon?
Well, I got into the game late, but I noticed like the same thing Godspower said. I noticed that it seems Everton has not learned anything from last season, because they had a lot of sloppy play. Like they had a lot of, and for a team like Sheffield, I understand that Sheffield may be coming without JJC vibe. We just came from the championship. We want to show everybody what we can do, but don't let them do it to you. Don't let them use you. Because Sheffield, the match I saw, Sheffield wasn't as spectacular. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because they are not as spectacular for Everton to be dropping the ball like that, and then collecting that high press. Not having, not knowing how to convert. It just felt like they were just kicking the ball. The ball will come, they'll just kick it. There's no plan of passing it or counter attack. So it's really looking like they may end up being relegated or being in that relegation zone at the end of this season.
Pickford was good at the end as well. Some magnificent saves to save them from losing that game.
And they are stressing him, to be honest. Stressing him. He's a really good keeper.
He is a good keeper. He showed it in that last ditch save, man. He had to make it. In fact, he was a triple save because he topped it up, he came back down, and he stopped the one at the bottom. And a little touch with his feet just to move it a bit, because there was a guy ready to pounce and just poke it in. He just moved it. And you could see that guy's leg just missing the ball, as Pickford did that. So it was like a triple save, man. So he saved his team, as in so much in that game.
It feels like the
good goals.
Not in that team right now, and I mean, if care is not taken, if Everton does not improve in their fortunes, I see that guy leaving at the end of the season.
Because he probably will. He has to move to another team.
He's a world-class keeper.
Yeah, probably move
I would be surprised if Pep Guardiola would just come to sweep him away from.
Yeah, and say you just give Ederson some run for his money.
Exactly.
Because Ederson, although the season has started well for them, but I've not seen much. Well, to be honest, you don't see much of him because the defenders and everyone just play the ball that you don't really, you don't make him, be seen that much in the game. Yeah, so good goals from Archer, the guy for Sheffield. In fact, the second goal should have been his goal, but he hit Pickford the back of his head and went in. So it was a Pickford own goal, but it would have been Archer's goal because he hit the bar already. It was he played really well. He was a constant threat. Although he tired out towards the end of the game, you could tell before they took him out. But he looked good. So he's someone to look out for Sheffield. And Everton, at least Danjuma got his first goal, and Doucouré scored as well. But there was not much to see in between that, So, okay, who would be? They had a new player, Beto, playing up front, for them. He showed some little touches, but that was it, He had one good save, though, from the keeper, and that was it. They did well. We finished 2-2. Another game that finished 2-2 is the next one we'll talk about. Brentford, Bournemouth. That also finished 2-2 with I think Bournemouth going ahead and almost snatching the winner, and then Brentford getting that equalizer towards the end. Did you guys see any of that? 2-2. That one finished.
Yeah, I think I saw the highlights.
Yeah.
Mbeumo still showing that he's a force to reckon with when it comes to
beautiful turn. Did you see that turn for his goal? Oh, yeah. Beautiful.
He's a typical. Will I say he's a mix of the traditional striker and the more recent attacking. You understand? People that comes from the wing. So he's just, for me, he's a blend of everything you want to talk about when it comes to Premier League.
Playing forward, yeah.
Playing forward. The guy's got the physicality, he's got the technicality, he's got the skill. So he can actually go past defenders without
And I mean, he missed a glorious chance before that. So that was just like redeeming himself.
Yeah, definitely, because any striker could miss, but he had to redeem himself at that point in time. It was quite brilliant. Then Jensen actually had to come in to give his own. So 2 goals from them was quite a wonderful one. But I mean, I want to say that Bournemouth, I don't know where to place them right now. Bournemouth, I don't know where to place them as it stands now. It's just forgetful.
I feel they are just like this.
They're just hanging somewhere, although the league is just trying to shape up.
Yeah. When we get to 10 games, that's where we'll know where people are.
Really it's too early.
Yeah. But they gave a good account and good goal for, I don't know if you know about the second goal scorer for Bournemouth, David Brooks. He suffered through cancer before and has been made all clear now. And he started playing again. This is his first goal since he started playing again. So it was I'm sure it was a good day for him being on the score sheet. And he took his goal well as well. So well done to him. In fact, it almost was like the winning goal, but obviously Brentford had other ideas and spoiled the show. But I'm sure they'll be happy for him. He'll be happy for himself. He has been playing for a bit now towards the end of last season. And then he has started again this season. So good one for him. Burnley versus Tottenham. 7 goals in that game. 7 goals. With a so-called Heung-min Son scoring a hat-trick. Getting his groove back. Being on the, hat-trick podium. Good game for them. What did you guys make of that game? Tottenham Burnley 5-2.
Well, it just goes to show that Tottenham does not miss Harry Kane.
Yeah, not at the moment anyway.
He scored his Heung-min Son. He scored he scored 3 goals, and it just goes to show that he still has it. One thing that was surprising for me was that the transfer season that just recent transfer window is really closed. I know it was only one that was going for him in Son, and I was wondering, it's only PSG. Like nobody was coming for him again. He's really, but to like that match, he showed class, and also Madison as well to go to Tough Moor. You know, Tough Moor has been legendarily like it's been known as a legendary place where they just park the bus. Their defense is just they just close down that place. They'll get like one goal.
Yeah, the end.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was a very interesting match. You know, 7 goals. It gave a lot to be desired to the mind. Like you just, you couldn't just expect that something will happen. You know that a goal is coming, but when. So it was. Those are the kind of matches that I like to watch, where you see, back. This one is scoring now. Yeah, so it was quite interesting.
Yeah, so good goals. Hat-trick by Son, Madison on the score sheet. And who was the other goal scorer? Because they had 5 now, isn't it? It was 5-2, wasn't it? Romero. Yeah, Romero with the... In fact, his goal was... But I like that last goal. I don't know. That's the pick for me. That porous pass for Son's finish. You know? That's...
Pedro Porro is another very good player. He's a very good player.
In fact, they are now blessed with 2. They've got Porro on this side. They've got that Udoje guy on the other side. And 2 of them are doing good work. Imagine, Emerson Royal that started well. Porro is benching him fully. He's not getting games. He's coming on. When all the deed has been done. That's when he's coming on, just to let it not be as if he did not give you a game, In case we win anything, you count that as appearance. But good game for Tottenham. Godspower.
They all stopped Tottenham from the Carabao Cup. They lost to Fulham. During the week. It's like let's say, motivated them to come out hard. Imagine going to Tottenham. And you are scoring 5 goals. Who does this? Who does this? Even if let's say a difference in management.
Even Man City didn't score 5.
Man City can't even score up to that amount in tough. It's really a tough ground. Even the name of the stadium actually talks about it. But then I must say, Son is really stepping up to the plate.
Really. He has to.
It just feels like when Harry Kane was leaving, it's going to be like a crumbling arena for Tottenham. But Son is trying to show that, okay, we can do this. I can step up to the plate. I can take the leadership.
But let's not all just forget that it's still
it's still early days, though.
Let us see how they react when they now have a bad run. You understand? Because now it's a good run. Every team gets this good run. Remember what happened to Arsenal last season? When they had a bad run, it was a bad run.
Yes, because in the same light, we think about it. The only top striker that we can even mention in Spurs is Richarlison. And so far, I've not seen him do anything.
Not doing nothing, no.
The people that are scoring, Son is not even a striker, he's a midfielder.
But he kind of like played that position this
I think he's actually going forward. He's even he's playing more central.
He's playing more central. He played more central anyway in this game.
He's the main person that they feed the ball to now. And that's just gone to show that they are acclimatizing well without Kane.
Really, I hope they do. I hope they do. Richarlison is just a flash in the pan for me. I'm to be sincere. That guy is a flash in the pan because sometimes even the goals he score, at the end of the day, it gets being ruled out. But after he has celebrated and all of those stuff, try scoring goals that will actually stand. He doesn't do that. So I feel Tottenham still needs some strikers. To replace Harry Kane. Although he may not be replaceable at this point in time. That's the truth.
But they probably won't worry as long as the team is doing as well as they are doing now. You understand? They won't be too worried. But I feel, like you said, they will definitely need some, good goal scorer. At least someone who has some kind of pedigree in scoring at least 10, 15 goals a season. Then maybe when they are Tottenham, they will now build and increase that tally from 10 to like 15, 20, because you will get chances. You get chances. It's just that are you really going to take your chances? That's what is left. That's what is left.
Let's not take anything away from that their midfield. That midfield is something else. When they played against you, and that's when I actually understood that this guy is actually good.
I look forward to them playing against Arsenal.
Yeah, Bissouma. Who else is in the midfield again? Bissouma, Maddison, and who?
They've got Maddison, right? They've got they've got some very, very strong black guys in there.
Yeah.
That they just pass, they scroll past Man U's midfield the last time.
Yeah.
It was just
they did some
really
serious damage
like
to Man U's midfield.
Yes, going on. Really.
Was Mano Solomon, Kulusevski, Bissouma, Mbappe, Matesa, I think.
Yeah, that's the first.
Yes, I was trying to remember that guy. That was a thorn in the flesh.
Yeah,
He dealt with Man U seriously. So.
Okay, let's look at some other games. Chelsea, Nottingham Forest. We could spend the whole rest of the time just talking about Chelsea and it's a travesty.
It was rather unfortunate to think they retained the same team that they used to win Luton. There was no change.
It's
the same team that Poch used for for his match against Luton. That's the same one he repeated, thinking probably that Nottingham Forest was another Luton. But to him, they put on a good show. Nottingham Forest put on a good show. They were undeterred. Yes. Especially that a goal came from one of Manchester United's, somebody we shipped,
Elanga. He took his goal well as well. He took his goal very well.
Bench and scored.
Yeah.
And then look at Sterling. Sterling scored a brace in the Luton match, but couldn't convert when he came to Nottingham Forest home, and they tried to play. Who was at home? Was it Chelsea or Nottingham Forest? I think it was.
Chelsea was at home. It was at Stamford Bridge. Yeah.
Sterling lost an opportunity, but thankfully he had an opportunity where he would have scored. But thankful to Ola, I know that was a very good tackle to tell you that Nottingham is not here to play.
They're not, and they've scored in every game. So it was very likely that they were going to score in that game, even if they lost. They've scored in every game so far this season. So, but there was something the commentator said at the beginning of the match that made me laugh. He said, "Okay, these are the two recruitment agencies."
They're the ones buying our people.
Exactly.
Nothing out to they bought a lot. And Chelsea.
You know what's funny about the match still is that the mistake still came from Caicedo.
Yes, you're right.
Still came from Caicedo.
You're right. Very true.
I think let's say it's just like what we want to say early days for he is still trying to come into that midfield. There's a way Brighton plays. Brighton, their football is quite different from how Chelsea plays, and there's a way. What they actually call what's that the coach's name again?
The Zebi.
Zebi ball. Actually, there's this thing they call Zebi ball, right? So he was
everyone is calling their coach now ball, something ball. I heard Tottenham saying Angie ball.
Ten Hag ball.
Everybody 10 ball, 10 Hag ball. Everybody's trying to play ball. But then I feel Caicedo is still trying to come into that midfield. He will come good. He will come good over time. Let's just let him settle in. The price. When you actually have so much price tag on your head, it becomes heavy. Really, just like the same way you actually wear some kind of number in some clubs, and it becomes heavy for you. Like our Manchester United, when you wear 7, you just feel like there's a mountain on your mountain.
Or you wear 9, or you wear 9 at
you wear 9 somewhere. Exactly. So some of those have a way of trying to deter your performance on the field. So let's just give him some slack and then watch. But I feel Chelsea needs to do better. Really.
Yes, sir.
You can't assemble this number of players and then week in, week out, you are giving your fans very little.
Very, very little. But obviously, it's still down to too many players coming in and all playing like individuals. There's no cohesion yet, no team
and everything.
I mean, that will come, I feel, but maybe it might take them a full season before, as long as everyone remains there, everyone is, the coach is still there, the players are still willing, they will come good, I feel. I feel they will come good.
All right, we hope the owners will give the coach some time to actually cook what he's cooking. Everybody's now cooking.
Exactly. Cooking.
Everything.
Yes, so let's look at a few more. Man City, Fulham, Brighton, Newcastle, Crystal Palace, Wolves. Let's just touch those three quickly. Man City, this deal. Haaland, hat-trick as usual. Fulham. But we have to touch on that second goal. That second goal was the main factor in that win. Because that second goal, in my opinion, shouldn't have stood. The one that that Akanji was in front of, Did
he actually touch his leg?
He didn't touch him really, but he was in front of the keeper. And because he moved, if you watch it properly, you will see that Leno tried to move, thinking that Akanji was going to try and score himself. But he now left it, obviously. So that now affected. So that's the argument.
You remember this was the same argument we had in the Manchester United match last season where somebody moved and didn't touch the ball. But
the one against Man City, remember? Is it that one? Yeah.
But they still counted.
Yeah, but that one is different. It was still far away from the keeper. This guy was standing right in front of the keeper. You understand? So
like that, he was intercepting.
It was and you could tell that he actually, he had this reflex move, thinking, okay, Akanji was going to try and put it here, but he didn't. So the ball just still bounced. So it was like a late move.
But the question now is, if they were to rule out that goal, on what basis would they rule out the goal?
Because he was intercepting play now. That's what they will say now.
Yeah,
he was intercepting because they will say, his movement has caused Leno to move.
Yeah.
And then not follow the ball that he would have actually saved.
I think the rules, at the end of the day, the rules actually have the way of interpreting themselves that we can't even tell.
Exactly.
Oh, that's the major rule.
Yeah, because this same thing came up, I think, when Man U, after the game yesterday against Man U, I think this particular goal resurfaced on, people were now commenting and were like, let's compare these two goals. Let's compare how VAR were able to give Man City that goal and then deny Man U their own goal. Do you get this particular video? We're just trying to look at, okay, what's the rule? Which particular clause are we going to look at? Because every day the rules keep changing.
They keep changing.
For me, I feel that second goal wouldn't have stood. Personally, wouldn't have stood. But what can we say? VAR, the referees have taken that decision and
exactly.
We've seen it. So
exactly. So Man City 5-1 winners over Fulham. Brighton 3-1 winners over Newcastle. Newcastle, they were a bit poor, they didn't look their usual self. And they haven't started this season well. This is their third loss now in 4 games. They won that first game with big hype. Everyone said, wow, Newcastle, they beat the team to 5-1 against Villa. That was a good team. But that's the end of it. They've not won since then. Fair enough, they've played some tough games against Man City, Liverpool, and now Brighton. Brighton are no pushovers, but you would have thought they would have given a better account of themselves against Brighton. Maybe the first 2, maybe not, because those 2 are maybe just slightly above them. But Brighton, I feel they are kind of on par or slightly even above Brighton in terms of their progression. But, they did well. They did well, Brighton. And Fergusson getting his first hat-trick.
18 years of age.
18. That guy is going to do some great things,
Already being compared to Kane, early days.
Early days. But that's what always happens. As soon as one player starts to do something, the comparison starts straight away. And that's sometimes what kills players, in my opinion.
I hope they don't overhype him at this point.
Yeah, I hope so. But he looks like a level-headed kid, so you probably...
His movements with the ball and his positioning. He's a good striker.
He is a good striker.
He's level-headed, but the media overhype him, and then you not think he's on top of his game already.
And one nonsense club will not come and say, we want to pay this amount. And it's not get it to his head.
England is already trying to
Yeah, because he's Irish now.
Irish.
Yeah, he's Irish. I think there's grounds for him to play for England as well. So they're trying to leverage on that ground. Say, no, we can have you. Maybe your grandmother is English or your grandfather, all those they are.
Oh, you have stayed in England for
so we can naturalize you as an Englishman.
As long as he has not played senior team football.
Exactly. They can poach him.
For anyone, that's the end.
Can poach him. See Ghana now, they've been trying for Edin Ketia, but now England have called him up and he has accepted. So I saw some people say, all you Ghanaians who be quiet now. Nketiah is playing for England.
I feel it's a matter of time. Fergusson will be playing for England. Let's just give it.
Probably will. As long as he doesn't play for Ireland. But the Irish, they are very, very proud people. So if his parents are really, really keen, they would say, no, never. You must play for Ireland.
Yeah. You might just draw up a friendly with one unknown country and then just to play. Once he plays in that match.
That's it. Once he plays in the senior team, he can't play for Ireland again. So we'll see how that one goes. Yeah, Crystal Palace 3-2 winners over Wolves as well. Good game. Edward with 2 goals and Eze with the 3rd one. And Wolves, they tried to come back too late in the game.
Cunha.
Cunha. Yeah. But they are looking like a team that I don't think they'll be relegated, but they just need to get their balance right and start, winning games properly.
Yeah.
But I feel they'll be okay. Well, Crystal Palace, they look good as well.
I think Crystal Palace Wolves any day. It's a traditional Premier League fixture that always comes with drama.
Yeah.
But for me, I feel Wolves have got a very good midfield with the likes of Cunha running things there. So if they can blend, if there's that smooth transition between their midfield, attack, and then defense, definitely will go away. But I don't see them entering the top 10 this season.
Yeah.
It does actually fall below the top 10.
Top 10. But they will be safe. I feel they'll be safe.
Definitely be safe.
I feel they'll be safe.
The manager is doing a nice job, I feel, so far in the games I've watched. Even when I think they just lost. It was 1-0. Man Utd beat them just.
Yeah, Man Utd won 1-0. Yeah. They lost again, though. They lost to Brighton. They lost to Brighton. Yeah, where Brighton, I think Brighton beat them 4-1 or something. It was a big loss. Yeah.
Big loss for them.
But they won their last game and obviously lost this one now. So far they only have 3 out of 12, but they still look like.
Looking at the match, all the times I've watched the 3 Wolves match now. The times I've watched it, it's still the same. I feel like in modern football, you can't keep using that formation because it's 4-4-2. They play 4-4, then one ahead again. You can't walk like that. It leaves the flanks free.
Okay.
And it's always the same way they punish them through those flanks. People that, if you look at the Brighton against Wolves match, most of their set play high press was coming from the edge. They didn't follow the edge. Follow the middle. That you are not changing this formation, so it leaves space for them to run free. Something that keeps happening. But I think at some point in the match, I noticed that Pablo Sarabia started going ahead. 7. That was very good against Manchester United. And then Neto as well. I think they did something. They changed it to 4-3-3 somehow in the middle of it.
And it started working.
Yes. That's what afforded them the last goal. But that's where the problem was. There wasn't enough time.
Yeah. Okay, quickly, we'll look at our main event. Arsenal, Man U. Yeah, we've got only 3 minutes left. So we'll quickly touch on the Arsenal Man U game.
I'll let Godspower go first. Because...
Are you sure you want me to go first? Because the way it is inside me like this,
Go first, so you have like 1 minute to discuss this game.
Okay, let's leave it like this. That game yesterday, I feel it was horrible. Really, for me, that was just that's the word I just want to use to classify it. Because how do you think you want to start building from the back and you want to just end at the back without going forward? We just keep making passes at the back. Iman, I think the keeper had more touches than the attackers.
And a few of the players,
Like, for God's sake, your primary role is to come and save the goals from going in. You are not being bought to just come and play. We have their midfielders, for God's sake. I don't know what Ten Hag has actually told Onana as a goalkeeper. But sometimes I feel you waste so much time at the back. If you want to pass the ball around, let's be progressive. Let's go forward. There was no transition on the Man United team from the back to the front. You can imagine that the home midfielders it felt as though they were not part of the party yesterday.
Deon, let's hear you quickly. Well, before you even say yours, I'm just happy about the win. I'm not even going to I feel Arsenal didn't play well too at some point, because the game was a bit like, for 75 minutes I didn't see much, but the last 20 minutes everyone stepped up. Arsenal, the changes were good, and
the changes for Arsenal,
and we won. Go on, Deon.
I think at the beginning of the match, for like the first 10 minutes, everybody was trying to figure out what's our plan and all of that. So what I will say is the advantage that we had is the fact that Hattricks using Havertz. So that alluded, because Havertz was the one who gave us our first goal. He gave a floppy pass that Eriksen converted to Rashford, who sorted it in beautifully. And
we don't have time. Let me talk about our table quickly. Eddie Great is at the top from our predictions with 93 points. Okay is second, and I'll not go through the whole list. You can see the list on the screen, and I am at the bottom. Let's just go all the way to the bottom with 71 points. But I'll be up. Don't go nowhere. I'll be back. Listen, guys, thank you so much for today. Liverpool, you won your game. Before they say we didn't mention Liverpool, congratulations on your win. 3-0.
Liverpool.
Congratulations. So thank you, guys, and we will be back again with another one, and I hope you enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you again. Bye for now.
Don't check this.